08 on a Wednesday morning. So I guess the silver lining with this forecast is that when it says it's going to be 96, at least it'll feel like 96 and not 119.
That is true.
Yes, Monday was absurd here in Central Georgia. There's no other way to put it. So that's the hottest it felt at Middle Georgia Regional on Monday. I suspect other spots across Central Georgia may have felt a bit hotter at times through the afternoon, but we are not talking about any of that today, this Wednesday across the area. So here we go with a live look over downtown. First light is in the sky. Sunrise continues to get later and later. 70 degrees now the current number in Macon. Winds, they are calm. 71 in Warner Robins, 70 in Eastville, 71 in McRae, 72 in Sandersville, and 70 to get your morning started in Wrightsville. Across the southeast, mainly quiet, but usually this time of morning, I do like to look out to the west and look at Dallas, Texas. It is 5:09 in the morning there, and they are still a chilly 85 degrees, so it could be worse. At least we're getting down into the 70s through the overnight. But the storms you see up there in Kansas, they are going to work their way across the southeast today, prompting a level 3 storm threat for southern Missouri, northern Arkansas, back into, we'll say, the western half of Tennessee. And then we are clipped by a level 1 here in central Georgia. The threat of damaging winds and the small chance of some large hail, that is going to come through the overnight hours tonight. I'm thinking it actually gets started right around 11 p.m. So let's time out the details on Future View. Quiet here through the noon hour. Notice what we don't have at the noon hour, and that is 90s. As we work our way later into the afternoon, we will get into the mid-90s. This is actually a new run of Future View here, so by 5 p.m. the storms just across the state line. Then we get into the night tonight, and in fact, this latest run, look at that. It's the time of year where the models just change like that. I do think we saw the possibility of storms through the overnight, even though this latest model run does not have it. It's, again, the types of systems that the models do not handle well across central Georgia at all. Then for tomorrow morning and into the afternoon, maybe another round of storms before we begin to clear out into the overnight. Now, Friday morning, I do think we get another wave of storms, but it's important to note that this is going to come during the morning hours, so 5, 9, and 11 a.m., and then we begin to clear out as we get later into the afternoon for all of the high school scrimmages we've got going on Friday night. So I'm thinking Friday morning is going to be the better chance for that. 96 for Saturday, 97 on Sunday, a 30 and 40% chance of rain as we get our way into the weekend. But as Frederick was alluding to, the feels like temperatures today, yeah, it's going to be hot, but it's not going to be as bad as what we've seen in days previous. 97 is what it feels like in Macon around 7 p.m., 100 in Cordele, 99 in Eastman. But again, we're not talking about that 110 plus range. And then for tomorrow, notice we do have this wave still to our north. That's going to come in and cool us down. So look at this. By 11 a.m., how about 75 is what it feels like in Macon. Meanwhile, 100 in Warner Robins. That is how quickly the rain can affect your feels like temperatures. So we welcome it, right, in terms of the heat across central Georgia before we all are back in the 90s by Thursday night. So out the door, looking for a high temperature right around 95 today. I think that comes right around that 4 p.m. hour, and we're looking for storms potentially later into the night. I'm going to go check out a few more models and see what I think about that. 73 through the overnight. Here's your 7-day forecast. 76 on Thursday. 70. I wish it was 76 on Thursday. 96 on Thursday. 95 on Friday. As we get into the weekend, still hanging around into the mid-90s. 30 to 40% chance of rain before we keep that going into next week.